8.3 number 9 is asking us to find a term. So we're going to just find a term. They say using a table feature on the graph utility and then a geometric sequence algebraically. It doesn't really matter how you do this problem. Really, both answers are the same, except you'll notice that one is an approximation and one is the exact value. Depending on your numbers, some of you will have more difficulty finding the exact value. So let's see what happens with my numbers, and then I'll explain how you can get yours. You can go to the table feature and estimate it, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use my formula to see what happens. A sub n is 16, negative 3 over 4 is the r value, and then I do n minus 1 or 9 minus 1 on top. So let's go to the calculator, and we're going to do 16 parentheses, negative 3 divided by 4, close it, and I'm going to raise that to the 8th power. 9 minus 1 is 8. And I get 1.601806641. So if I was going to round that to 3 decimal places, I would round it to 1.602. So WebAssign would take 1.602 for my first answer. What they talk about is you could put that into y equals the formula that I gave you with x minus 1, not n minus 1, but you type in x minus 1, and then when you look at the table, you find your value. All right, let's hit math, enter, enter, math, enter, enter. Okay, so my answer went into the exact value. So I'm just going to use 6561 over 4096 for my answer. Now, some of you will have issues with that, and so what you want to do is take all of your values and just multiply them. So you're going to start with 16, and you're going to go times negative 3 divided by 4. I got negative 12. Then I multiply by negative, I should really probably put that in parentheses. Doesn't matter. Multiply that by negative 3 divided by 4. Multiply that by 3. Negative 3 divided by 4. So right, 16 is my first term. Negative 12 is my second. 9 is my third. This is my fourth term. So that's my fourth term, and I keep multiplying. So I should take, I don't know why I didn't do that, but negative 27 over 4 times negative 3 over 4, right? And then I hit math, enter, enter. So depending on some of your numbers, some of you are going to have to do this step by step to get the fraction. And then even then, it's possible, like you had 81 over 16. So let's say I finished with 81 over 16. Then I may have to start taking this in parts to create my fraction. The calculator may run out of the ability to create your fraction. So take the top number, negative 3 times 81 is negative 243. And on the bottom, you'd have 64. And then you would multiply by negative 3 over 4 again. Multiply these two together, negative 243 times negative 3. So I'm getting 729 on top, and then what is that, 256 on the bottom. So you may have to create the top and the bottom looking at the pattern.